Always interrupted.
Hey everybody, it's Nick.
And Kirsten.
And we're always interrupted. Episode number 12. All right, we're getting going.
Yeah.
Also want to start out saying thank you to everybody who has supported the podcast, and also since the last episode, the growth for the podcast has almost doubled, which is pretty great. And we've even gotten some extra supporters on Ghost Human Bones, which is amazing. So thank everybody who's supporting.
Yes, thank you so much.
If you haven't, if this is the first one you've listened to, you go to alwaysinterrupted.com. You could also go to kirstencurcio.com.
Yes.
To support her there, her writing career. But great. Thank you everybody. And if you can't support us, fine. We love you anyways. Just keep listening, share us with your friends, and also rate us on iTunes or Spotify or whatever.
Wherever you can.
Yeah. That
and
also
we're on
helps
Good
us.
Pods now too. I just got to put our little pictures up there and everything, and the technical stuff.
All that stuff helps. So whatever you can do to help, we love it and appreciate it.
Yes. And we should be on TikTok soon.
Oh, boy.
I gave in, and I said, well, if we're all being listened to and monitored and everything, anyway, what does it matter if I have TikTok? It's like, they're going to find you anyway.
I thought that was a Chinese spy device.
We're on the internet. Like, you can't get out of it. We're all in this web.
I guess that's true. I didn't realize that.
How can you get out? They know everything about you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I guess it's true.
Oh, well.
Well, look at my insides.
That's scary. But yeah, I was saying, earlier when I downloaded it, I was like, man, I got to set aside some time to learn it. And I felt so old, and we're not old. But
we're not old, but technology is so...
Yeah. I don't want to get left behind.
Frequently new.
It changes, yeah. Like the workplace is changing.
Remember when MySpace turned into Facebook?
Yeah.
That was atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
And I was like, Facebook is still... What a dumb idea.
Yeah, that's how I thought too. Yeah. Yeah, it was like around 2008. I remember hearing about it. Oh, you should get it. No, that's
never doing it.
Yeah.
And then Twitter happened, and I never jumped ship. Don't know how to do Twitter.
I did Twitter back when it first came around, and I didn't get it then, and I finally get it now. But I'm only in the writing community and sometimes politics, but then that gets...
Well, politics sounds like
crazy.
A dangerous...
Yeah, I don't post. I lurk and laugh. LNL.
You're just the Michael Jackson eating the popcorn meme.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh God, some of those memes, the things people post sometimes. I'm not talking about the evil stuff. Just like the real, there's some really, really funny things on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah. Laugh at weird things. Do you ever laugh at things that doesn't really seem funny to other people?
I think I used to a lot more, but it was for more evil. Like if somebody would trip and fall, I would think that was funny.
Oh, wow.
Like when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like that was hilarious.
Well, yeah, I used to laugh at.
But I know what you mean. Yeah. It's not that.
What?
I said, I know the question that you meant was not like that. Because I know what you laugh at. The weirdest things. All the time. If it's Samuel L. Jackson gets angry,
It's hilarious.
can't get you to stop.
When anyone gets angry. I was watching this clip of from the movie JFK by Oliver Stone. Came out in 1991. I love that movie. I watched that my junior year of high school in my modern American history class, and it blew my mind because I didn't know anything about the JFK assassination, and I just jumped into the conspiracy pool after that. But anyway, there's this movie clip of Joe Pesci. He plays the guy, what's his name? David Ferry, I think, in the movie. And Kevin Costner's character is talking to him. But I don't think we can play it on here because of copyright stuff. But Joe Pesci has on this absurd wig, and he's just yelling, and I don't know. It's hilarious. If you look up a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma on YouTube, I don't know. It just had me rolling tonight.
What is it called? What?
It's a movie clip from JFK. It's with
But
Joe
you
Pesci.
search what words?
Well, it's called a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma. That's what he talks about.
Huh.
Well, he's just going off.
You
gotta
hear?
watch it.
If anybody's they're gonna have to write that down.
I know. Well, I'll include the link.
Say it 3 times.
I'll include it on the on our website when the episode posts, so you can just click on it and see it right from our website. But that's what I was cracking up tonight about. Someone's yelling in a movie, and it's believable. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you have your sense of humor that makes you laugh is what makes me love you, I think.
Because it's absurd.
Because you just laugh at everything.
Yeah.
Man, I had an allergy attack right before we started. Now I'm all sniffly. Sorry, audience. Sniffly.
That made me think of that big thing in Sesame Street.
Snuffleupagus?
Yeah. Do you feel that way when you have allergies? Like that's now.
Like Snuffleupagus?
Yeah,
Is that
I
his
don't know.
name?
Like like if your head got that big. Like I don't know. I used to get bad head colds. Yeah, that's how I felt like I spoke because of like a head cold, like allergies.
Yeah,
Just
my
feel like
allergies do give me headaches and my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
Allergies out here are bad for me.
Yeah. I wonder where do those come from? Like, why do allergies exist?
I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
Like, why are they here?
To torture me. Because not everybody has them.
Yeah. So
That's
what
weird.
makes one person have allergies and not the other? There's probably something on the internet about that to tell us. Maybe I should look that up. That's so complicated. That sounds like a long read.
Maybe before everything got civilized, it helped to thin the herd, so everybody who had allergies died.
That was like the.
It was the week that I wouldn't be here today because I'm allergic to pollen.
Oh,
And if I was ever hiding, I'd achoo.
You'd be captured.
Yeah, that bear would get me.
Yeah. You wouldn't survive. You couldn't make it.
Yeah.
You had to suck that sneeze in. Have you ever done that? Like, can you stop yourself from sneezing?
Yeah, I think so.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wondered if you hear that one thing, like where if you sneeze with your eyes open, you'll lose your eyes or something. Like that's impossible. I think you can't
Your eyes would
sneeze with your
pop out?
eyes open. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Oh man.
Your allergies.
Yeah, I got to try and sniffle away from the mic.
You need a Kleenex.
No. Thank you.
Well, we're all cozy on the couch recording now, so it's really nice. Get on our little PJs.
So
Well,
JFK,
again,
how old is that JFK movie you were talking about?
It came out in 1991. It was directed by Oliver Stone.
Wow, I'm not good with that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Not with history. You're the historian.
I only remember what I want to remember, what I like.
Can
Maybe
you play it?
whoever's yelling.
Oh.
I couldn't get through that Lincoln movie. The one
Which
with
one?
Daniel Day
When he kills all the
Lewis.
vampires?
No, I'm not watching that. Please. Give me a break.
There's a new movie that just came out on Netflix. What is it? America? The
Oh, like the Untold Story?
No.
Or it's like a cartoon?
Yeah.
Or anime?
Yeah, it's a cartoon. It's kind of funny. It's pretty funny. I didn't watch all of it though. Oh, we're supposed to I think the last episode we were going to
Oh, the personality?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to post that on the website. Like, I'll have one, for me and then one for you, and then everyone can read about it.
Oh, will you leave a link
'Cause-
for people to take their own?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
That'll
do that.
be fun.
Yeah. Everyone can take their own and get their answers.
Are these real tests? Do they mean anything? Are they legitimate?
I think so. It's called 16 personalities.
There's 16
But
personalities.
it was like it was
It's
like
like
the
a
same
horoscope.
quiz I took at work. I got like the same results. I swear.
Because you're the same person, maybe.
But you think like, because I took it years ago, you think like, oh, maybe I've changed, I'm different. It's like
I don't remember what type of questions it was. Was it this? It was like a.
it was like a simplified version of the one I took at work. But it came to like, if I look at the quiz I took at work back in like 2014, and then the one I took now, it brings.
Aren't they basically? If I remember correctly, it's like taking one of those tests on an application to get like a phone job. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know. Do you think they use that?
Like a sales job or any type of phone
Yeah.
customer service job.
They're probably like, oh, introverted? Nope. We need extroverts to do the sales. But that's not true. We did sales.
Yeah, I don't know.
We did a great job.
I always knew what to answer to get the job, though, so I manipulated the answer.
I can't do that.
You don't know how to make yourself sound good.
Well, like, I don't know. I just can't.
I mean, better.
I can, but like I can't. Well, what I'm saying is I can't like fake it. I guess I can't like. You know how some people they'll like tell lies about themselves to like boost themselves up. I don't.
Oh,
I
like that
can't
one
do
lady
that.
who started a company and was taking a droplet of blood from people to get
Oh,
what was her name?
What
Did
was
she
her
talk
name?
like this?
Yeah, the Elizabeth Holmes, I think it was.
I
She
don't
had the
remember.
dark red lipstick.
Whatever
black
you were just
turtleneck,
saying just reminded me
Steve
of her.
Jobs wannabe. Yeah, I watched that documentary. Yeah, she's crazy. Crazy. And they get away with it. These people, they go all the way to the top, these con artists, and no one knows any different. Isn't it nuts?
Yeah, how could you
How do you go to bed at night?
It's the same with like that. What was that one party like fire?
That
These fake people who like are
that
just
party.
hyping all this stuff up, and then in the end
Yeah.
have to come. They just can't follow through with
Yeah.
what their
what was the name of
bullshit
that?
is.
What was the name of that party?
I don't know,
That
some fire
big
thing, right?
Fire festival.
Yeah,
I
fire
think that
festival.
was FYRE.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stupid. People paid a lot of money
How can
to go there.
I could never just lie and be like, oh yeah, nope,
No.
and then just keep up
Yeah.
with the lie
Yeah, it's too much.
like that on that scale.
Yeah. It's like carrying like 10 different bags of groceries in each hand. Like that's all the weight of your lies. Like it's crazy. Like you
10 bags of groceries.
any chance. That's the lie. Because the lie just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you just gotta keep holding on. It's so stupid. And then people, they get caught. Well, I didn't know. You know, that's what they say. Sorry, not guilty.
Yeah, some people are insane.
Yeah. Did you hear? Oh well, I guess I shouldn't talk about something so morbid on the podcast.
Why?
I don't know. It's just that woman, Laurie Bell. Have you heard about her?
Who's that?
Oh, this crazy woman. She her and her second husband. I don't know if it's
she
her
killed
husband.
children or something.
Yeah, her and the
No.
guy. Well, they were missing for a while, and people didn't know where the kids were, and
Where
they
was
showed
this?
video
What
of
state?
them.
Tell me it was Virginia.
No, they were found. Their bodies were found in the Chad Daybell's backyard.
In what state?
And what state was it? Was it Idaho or
Really?
Iowa?
What?
But she's being charged with conspiracy in like Maricopa County too.
This is connected to
her first husband,
Arizona?
I believe, like died mysteriously killed by her brother. And then her brother died of natural causes. That's what they say. Like it's some big web. It's crazy. I just remember when the kids were missing, like earlier in the year, and they showed their mom and the dad. They were going on vacation somewhere, they were in Hawaii, just vacation. That's what they do. It's nuts.
Huh?
How do you do that? Your kids are dead, and you're in Hawaii.
I know some people in Hawaii right now.
Well, they didn't kill their kids.
Well, I just got sent 2 photos. Only 2 of the kids are alive that I know.
Oh my gosh! Don't.
I'm just kidding. I know.
But yeah, this woman is terrible, and the guy Chad. I don't get it. It reminds me of Casey Anthony, and she just made me so mad. Like, she did it. She did it. Your daughter is missing, and you're gonna go to the club. You get a tattoo, Bella Vita, whatever it said on there.
Oh, I don't follow
Doritos or whatever it said.
Oh, she got a Doritos
I don't know. I'm just
tattoo.
hating on Casey Anthony. I watched that whole case.
Was she
Can't watch
Arizona
that stuff.
too?
It gets you too worked up. No, that was Florida.
Oh,
Jodi Arias.
Oh, yeah.
Was Mesa, I believe that happened. Her and Travis.
There's a lot of
another
psychos
psycho
in this state.
Well,
And this
just
like
the whole world. I just don't understand some people. It's nuts. How do you do that? I can't even answer the door. Like, how can you kill someone? I can't.
They
answer
come to the door
front
enough.
door.
Too much.
Yeah, we've had a lot of just visitors come at our door, like either selling something or I don't know,
Just a fat neighbor who's too nosy, and who knows what he wants. Fuck that guy. I want to shit on his.
Don't say that.
We don't have lawns out here. You think he's listening? I hope he is. Don't ring the doorbell again.
Like, I don't know. I think sometimes, like,
He is fat.
people who are not our age, just a different generation, just like to say hello and come over and be kind. And we are of a different generation that likes to remain behind closed doors.
I don't mind people who are kind and want to invite us over.
Yeah.
That guy's a different story.
Yeah. Well, there's a history there too.
Yeah.
Should we tell that story?
Yeah. Why not?
See, now I'm getting nervous, like my anxiety. Oh, someone's he's gonna listen
Good.
and be upset, and then he's gonna ring the bell to try
No,
to
he
talk
won't.
about it.
Not
Yeah,
after this. If he does, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I won't. Do
Yeah,
that.
I don't mind saying hi, like
just
in
won't
passing.
open the
but
door
just
again.
Don't over. I don't like when people come over unannounced.
Yeah.
Like, I get like if it's family, okay, yeah, come over. But like there's someone we don't really know.
Yeah. A
It's,
neighbor who's just coming over.
Yeah.
Hey, neighbor.
Yeah,
I
didn't do my hair yet.
brought you
I
some
didn't get in the
cookies
shower.
because
No,
I
not
realized
today.
that maybe the first time we met, I was kind of a dick. That's when I wish I had a trash can by the front door so I could say thanks and put him
Throw
in
it
the
away.
garbage in front of him.
Let's tell that story. So when we moved in, we had to get the house painted because of HOA, and
Yeah.
the house wasn't painted in like forever.
Yeah.
And
This house was poorly kept.
Yeah. And when it was done, me and Nick, we went out to
And we had lived
Go.
here, by the way, for 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
We've
And
walked the kids to school.
to and from school because it's right down the street.
We've been out front a lot.
Yeah.
Haven't been since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out
But
front.
we were out walking back and forth to the school when they started, just to support. Oh, hey, have a good day, all that stuff. And so we were seen in the neighborhood. And the day we moved in, the garage door was open. And I remember both of us, we took turns sitting in the garage. We had the little checklist that the movers had us keep track of. We were marking boxes as they pulled them out the truck. So we were sitting there, and I saw people, looking through their blinds. Who's that? New neighbors? Okay,
Right.
I get it. We've done that. We've looked and peeked. Ooh, who's that? But so we were seen. But anyway, 2 months later, we get the house painted, and we decide to go out and take a look. We want to look at how pretty the house looks, brand new paint. And we're just going through. We went through the back. We looked at the front. And then we're about to go back inside through the back gate. And we hear this person like yelling at us across the street. And he was like, hey, you, what are you doing? Hey. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. Like, are we going to have an issue? And
I have poor hearing, so I didn't hardly hear this.
And Nick, I was like, hey, that guy's yelling. And you started, just closing the
I
gate.
was like, so?
And
At who? Me?
But hear me, I'm like, oh, no, I think this is going to get bad. And I don't know why I felt like he thought he was going to like call the cops or something. And
Oh, God, I wish I didn't.
But
turn around.
yeah, you turned around, you opened the gate because I told you to. I was like, you should go talk to him. And you went, and he was like, basically thought we were intruders in our own home.
Yeah, I had to go across the street. He was like, can I help you? And I was like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah. He was like, do you live here?
He was
Are
like,
you tenants?
Yeah, and then he like startled himself. He was like, oh, are you the new tenants? I was like, I'm the new owner.
Yeah, we bought this home.
Is there an issue?
Yeah.
He was like, oh,
Like we gotta check in.
I thought you were burglarizing the house.
Wow.
Mind you, my wife is black. I think that's an important part of this story.
Yes.
And I and her are young in an older type neighborhood. Again, I guess it's kind of older.
We always end up in like a,
So,
baby boomer neighborhood.
So he's like, oh, these motherfuckers don't fit in. And he, I was so angry. I'm still.
It was a weird
I'm
vibe.
Still upset about it. But I went over there. I talked to him. I was as nice as I could be. And he gave me the history of everybody who lived on the block.
Mm-hmm.
Like a psychopath.
Yeah.
And right then I was like,
Nosy.
I am not getting to know you. This is the last time we're going to talk. And he came to the door maybe 4 other times before Kirsten was like, oh, that's it. Let me just answer to this jerk. And he brought cookies. And I don't know what I was like. No.
Yeah.
He should get the hint.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, it was really weird.
I don't know.
Made me feel uncomfortable. And like, we haven't
Very
been able to
uncomfortable.
go out front because like every time we leave now,
Like, did you see the trailer to that movie Karen?
Karen, no. What is that? That's not about what I think it is.
It's about a woman named Karen.
Oh my gosh. Does she have the haircut?
Well, yes. It's kind of a ridiculous sounding movie, but this black couple moves into an affluent neighborhood, and this woman Karen is basically Pat. I mean, our neighbor across the street, whose name is Pat. I don't know his last name. But it's similar. I forgot what my point was, but I just saw that trailer, and you should watch it. Because,
Karen.
Yeah, it's called Karen.
Huh. I gotta look that up.
It looks terrible, but also looks like it could be.
Is it a real movie or just like
is this
a Lifetime movie?
It's a BET movie.
It's a BET movie?
I think so.
What?
Or Tyler Perry. I don't know. I think Tyler Perry makes all those movies now.
You can't watch anything on BET. It's all commercials. Like you watch.
No, but I don't know.
Well, they show them. Well,
I only saw it once, and I didn't look it up. I wasn't very intrigued by it, but our story just made me think of it.
Wow. Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like, I mean, the movie goes a little way darker.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
into murders and yeah.
It's just like kind of like Parasite, how that ended up. Well, but no, I can't relate.
I don't know. That's different.
Yeah.
That was a different kind of.
I was just thinking about the ending when you just mentioned murder.
Oh.
And I just gave the ending away to
Spoiler
Parasite.
alert.
Sorry. Well, I didn't say
How old is Parasite?
It came out 2019, yeah.
Nobody's going to.
Yeah. And I mean, after the plague, everyone had time to watch lots of TV.
Is Parasite on a...
It's on Hulu.
Oh.
Yeah. We get Hulu for free through.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason why we have Hulu. I don't think...
Yeah, I don't think...
I wouldn't pay for Hulu. Sorry, Hulu. You're not great.
It's a lot of ads.
Yeah, and it's too much for the not ads.
I like Empire.
Well,
I got to finish
that. I don't even know how much it is.
I think it was $7 last time.
Really? That's it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Too bad Netflix isn't like that anymore. Remember back in the day? Netflix used to be cheap.
I know. Well, that's how much Disney costs right now. Why is I was surprised that Disney.
Now.
Well, right. Until a new movie comes out and they're like $30, please.
Yeah. Star Wars
30?
Part 19.
No one else does that.
Yeah. Gonna resurrect Darth or something. No more Star Wars movies, please. No more.
Think so?
No, I don't want it to be. We couldn't get through the last one.
I think 6
Remember?
was enough.
It was so like they just cut.
Oh yeah, that was how many cut scenes did they have in? They didn't even have it all in the same aspect ratio.
Yeah,
I don't think in that movie. Yeah, they filmed it with a bunch of different types of cameras and just threw it all together.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
Still haven't watched the ending.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
And that's a shame because I really like Adam Driver, the one who plays.
Oh yeah, he is great.
The one, yeah. I loved him in Black Klansman. That was a good movie.
Oh,
and what was his name? Denzel Washington's son. He's like the main character in it. What's his name?
Something Washington.
Oh gosh, I feel so bad.
What do you feel bad about?
Because I don't remember his name, and he's such a good actor. He was in Tenet too.
Andrew.
Darn it. It'll come to me.
Anthony Washington.
Anthony Washington. Why does that sound like some diplomat?
I don't know.
Anthony Washington.
I don't know. I don't think I ever knew what his name was. I'm just guessing. I want to say it's with an A, though. Ansel?
Where does that name come from? Washington. You think like someone... I'm washing like a ton of clothes, and they called them Washington.
Maybe it's all the babies that George Washington's slaves had.
He did have a. He owned slaves.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I said that.
Oh yeah. Huh. What did we just watch?
Yeah, I was
recently?
just gonna say who was that?
It was okay. So
You've been pulling up all old Oprah episodes.
Yes, it's between Oprah and Donahue.
I haven't seen the Donahue ones, but I remember.
The only Donahue ones that come up are the ones where Louis Farrakhan are in them.
Oh.
Because I watch, like, it's like politics. Oh, so the algorithm is like, let's throw some Farrakhan in there. But we were watching Oprah, and what was it? It was the descendants of, was it Thomas Jefferson?
Was it? It was one of those.
Who was
people.
with, what was her name? Sally Heming? What was her name?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Okay, wait. I
I
should
had
have.
came into the bedroom to go to bed when it was on.
Yeah, it was.
And it was interesting, but I fell asleep still.
Wow. I'm trying to. Oh yeah. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it was Thomas Jefferson, and we all know he had a little relationship with Sally Hemings, who was a multiracial woman enslaved by President Thomas Jefferson. But they had kids, and Wikipedia is saying
this was all about a plot to bury the dead, right?
Yeah,
they didn't want the Hemming, or what was their last name? Hemming?
So I guess there is
Jeffersons were like, no Hemmings.
Well, no, it's the Jefferson family. So there's like the kid where like it was his descendants of the kids he had with Martha, and then the kids he had with Sally Hemings, his slave.
Yeah.
And his descendants got together on both sides, the black descendants and the white descendants. They were talking on Oprah. It was an old episode in the 90s. It was really good. And they were talking about how the Sally Hemings side, those kids couldn't be buried in the Jefferson family plot. I think it's called in like Monticello or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
But the descendants, the white side, they wanted all of their family to be buried together. But they were saying how it was controlled by some other higher people or something.
Oh, really?
And they couldn't do it. Yeah, it was really crazy.
Higher
We didn't watch
people.
the rest.
Like the Illuminati?
I don't know. I'm like, what does it matter? Just bury them. They're all family. Like,
who on the plot, if not the...
Yeah, it should be the kids. But this was in the 90s, so I'm sure it changed. I guess we should do our research and see for sure.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Maybe we'll overturn something. This is another cancel culture moment.
Well, that's what they mentioned about like Bill Cosby. That one comedian years ago mentioned something. Yeah.
That just happened when? Today? Yesterday?
Yesterday. Yeah, he was let out. But it all like started, they said, because a comedian made a joke. He was like, Cosby is a predator or something, he said. What was his name? Oh,
I don't know.
He was a comedian. Yeah. And then like it took off from there. It's nuts. But yeah, he's free. I don't even understand what's going on with that.
Yeah. And then Britney's not free.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened? I don't follow.
Yeah, well, they voted not to remove her father from the
This happened on the same day?
I believe so.
Well, I don't think she should be free.
Really?
She's
Why?
probably a lunatic.
I don't know the whole story.
Isn't she? She's crazy, isn't she?
I
this
have
is
no
probably
idea.
Controversial for me to say, but I don't know. I'm just looking at video and pictures I remember in the past.
Yeah.
I remember she shaved her head and went lunatic.
And I think that's after it.
Didn't she like try to break a window with an umbrella?
With umbrella, yeah. She was going through some stuff.
She's got a lot of money and probably would spend it on things she shouldn't be spending it on.
Well, I heard that they said she could
And she's doped up.
Yeah. Who knows what's going on
crazy
behind
pills.
the scenes? Yeah, we just see. You never know. That's the crazy thing about news. It's like, what side is being
I don't
told?
know. I'm not really
who's
taking a
working
side.
for who?
I don't care
know?
whether she's locked up or not. Is she
Well-
locked up? What's a conservatorship? I don't follow this.
Well, they have control of her money and everything. They said like she can't even get her IUD out to have a baby. She can't ride in the same vehicle as her boyfriend. Like
she
that's
has a boyfriend?
crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's like
What?
it's like being
She's allowed to have a
kid and
boyfriend but
trapped.
can't be in a vehicle with him?
That's what the reports are saying. She could, and she testified to it. She can't even get her
All
IUD taken out.
I don't care about Britney Spears and this.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's bad. I wouldn't want to live like
it
that.
sounds insane.
Yeah, but it's like, how can that happen in this day and age? Like,
Oh, I'm going to do that to the kids.
don't.
They're all going to be in conservatorships.
It's just. It's
They're not
nuts.
riding with their boyfriends and girlfriends.
People will just talk online from now on, I bet. It's just all going to be virtual. They're just going to join a room to meet up with someone.
That's what this pandemic is doing.
Yeah.
Making people only feel
Well,
safe
that's what it sounds like.
online.
We're going to go back to because the Delta is here. It's like, what next when Omega comes? Like,
Well, I mean, that's Echo's after Delta.
I don't think they'll call it that because Amazon already claimed it.
Oh, so what would they call it?
What's F? In
They just skip E?
yeah,
Foxtrot. Is
Foxtrot. That sounds like a happy virus.
Yeah, I'd get the
Fox-
Foxtrot.
Everyone just starts dancing in the streets.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I like that. As long as you can stop eventually. I got the foxtrot. And you just start dancing. What vaccine do you take to cure the foxtrot? You need like a downer? Oh,
No.
just alcohol then.
No, that makes it worse.
Come get your shot
You
at
start-
Walgreens.
start
You
going
take a
harder.
shot. They have like vodka, tequila selections for your shot. A shot. Oh gosh. So I was thinking, I had a dream. It seems so real, but I went to like another high school not graduation, but a high school reunion. But I've never been to. Well, I don't want to give away my age, but my 10-year high school graduation
Are you
has
22?
passed.
23?
Do you ever think back at like any
I got invited to
Weird school
a
memory.
high school graduation.
recently?
Yeah. Not graduation. You just said that.
Reunion.
Reunion, yeah. And I said no.
Whose reunion was it?
It was mine.
Oh, why didn't you want to go?
I don't know.
You didn't tell me. We could have gone.
This girl, Stephanie, well, I mean, it wasn't my graduation year.
Oh, okay.
It was a year behind me. And this girl, she was like, come, the graduation, the reunion. And I was like, I didn't graduate in your class. She was like, oh, you didn't? I was like, no. How
How did they find you?
It was on Facebook.
Oh. But what if you don't have Facebook? How do you get notified of an upcoming high school reunion?
That's a good question.
Like, how do they know where you are?
I guess only school-spirited people
they got to get everyone together, like the football captain and the cheerleader.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
How would I have been invited otherwise?
Right.
If it weren't for Facebook, because I don't
we
use
don't
Facebook anymore.
Yeah, and we don't live in the same home we did when we attended high school.
Yeah, we moved to a different state.
Yeah. Well, I wonder. Because the first time I got one, it was on Facebook years ago. And
well, in 20 years, we should go to whatever reunion that was.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that would be interesting.
How old will we be? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
We'll be 40 then.
Well, no, 38. Yeah, because if we graduate at 18, well, for me, yeah, it would be 38. That's 20 years.
No, I mean 20 years from today.
Oh, 20 years from today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really long time. Oh my gosh.
How many reunions do you have in a reunion?
I've heard people have let's go to our 50-year high school reunion. That's like crazy. You're like an old person talking to people you knew.
Wow. So you look,
like you're elderly.
Look, you see Tommy over there with his colostomy bag?
Yeah. And like he was the captain of the football team. Like it's nuts.
Still talking about that same play.
That's sad though. It's like, well, maybe they don't see each other as old. It's like they're always young in each other's eyes. Like that one Twilight Zone.
So they just keep doing it until it's like, oh, there's only 5 of us left.
I think so. Isn't that crazy?
It's just going to be virtual now.
Oh gosh. That's no fun. That's like going to prom over like Zoom.
Oh, didn't people do that?
Did they?
I want to say they did.
Wow.
I don't know if it's true, but I want to say it's true.
That sucks. I didn't even go to prom.
I know. I was just thinking about that.
I was working.
I'm still planning on taking you one day.
At McDonald's. I don't want to go.
You're going to have to. You can wear jeans.
I don't like when people look at me.
These are going to be people that are a lot younger than you.
Well, yeah. And we would stick out like a, I don't know.
Nobody's going to look at the old guys.
Yes, they would.
I don't know.
What are they doing here?
No, we are chaperones.
Ew. Who wants to be a chaperone?
We're not going to be. We're going to break in. We're going to go to wherever the richest school is to their prom.
Oh.
Probably somewhere in Fountain Hills, wherever they go to school. Or what's another? I don't know. I don't like Scottsdale. There's garbage over there. I'm just kidding, Scottsdale. Some of my best friends are in Scottsdale. That's the only reason I said that. Shout out to Mikey.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your new house, by the way, buddy.
Yeah, congrats. We gotta see him soon.
I know we do. I should hit him up. We should call him on the podcast one day.
We need to have a guest
We
soon,
could.
or like someone else to come in and talk. That would be
could
really
have a
interesting.
phone call right now.
Yeah.
Or anytime.
Well, I want to make sure the person
Anybody
we
who
talk
wants to be
is
on,
prepared.
message us.
Yeah,
If you
we
want,
have the website.
you want to call in or have us call you, maybe we'll get something scheduled. That could be fun.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe anybody have any good ideas on I don't know, what could we do with the guest? Just interview?
Yeah,
No,
or they
that's
could ask us questions too. That's always fun.
I think we should.
It's like when people call into C-SPAN.
We got to make it like a Ellen DeGeneres type, like a game happening.
Oh,
Or like,
okay.
I don't know why I said Ellen. I never even watched that show. I should have said Jimmy Fallon.
Were they always playing games?
Jimmy
I didn't
Fallon?
really like. I didn't really like watch those
I know.
shows.
I only watch the clips of Jimmy Fallon. I don't know what Ellen does.
Yeah.
I think she just dances. But now, isn't she just an asshole? Did she get canceled? Does she have a show still?
No, I think it went off or it's going off the air or something, or she quit. I think I saw on Twitter. Yeah. I never know what's going on. I think she's just not canceled, just like muted or something.
Not as good as Oprah.
I love watching Oprah's
Oprah
clips
was
now.
damn good.
Yeah.
Man, I watched that. Well,
Kellen said
I watched
look like
my
her.
mom watch it.
Yeah, my mom watched it too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, always Oprah.
Everybody watched it. Oprah, she was a pretty great interviewer.
Yeah, I
You
like a
know?
lot of what she talks about.
She was like the Rogan of that time.
Yeah, that's
You know?
true. I could see that.
Right?
Oh, that's so crazy. Old TV. I love how that's coming up on YouTube now. My mom even sent me this hour-long clip of a Judge Joe Brown episode. She's just been watching them on YouTube.
Who's Judge Joe Brown?
It's, like those judge shows, the judges.
I only know
like they
Judy.
have, Judy.
Oh,
there's
is
Joe
that where
Brown.
the kids get it?
There's all these. Remember, like in the early 2000s, like I think it all started with People's Court.
Does Judge Joe Brown kind of look like Cleveland Brown from?
I think so.
Yeah, really?
I
Then I think
so.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the tough judge shows. Were those real court cases?
I don't know.
Like, where did these cases come from? Like, did they just like pluck out the most juicy cases and hire actors to reenact them? And
or maybe Judge Judy or whoever was like, man, some of the most fucked up people come here and the wildest shit happens. You should film this.
Yeah, like
that's what I would do.
Yeah. Because who wants to go to court and be on TV? Can you imagine if we went to court for something and it's on like daytime TV?
True. I don't know. Maybe it was a lot. I mean, because who's Jerry Springer?
Oh god,
that was all fake.
Weird. Yeah.
I worked with a girl whose mom was on Jerry Springer.
Oh.
She was like, "Yeah, it's all fake."
Yeah. See.
No, that's not true. She said it was all real.
Really?
Yeah, it was Sam, the girl Sam that I worked with.
Okay.
Yeah, in North Carolina.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay. I think it was her. I might be wrong. No, I forgot the girl's name. It was a girl that I worked with, though.
Man.
But yeah, I remember being like, yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Where do we live then? Oh, that was in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Ugh.
There were some loonies there.
I think every corner of North Carolina that we lived in was interesting.
The Jacksonville Ninja?
What?
It was just the guy that always like did
I never
karate
heard of that.
by himself, like
Where?
on the street, in the street.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh,
Wow. Do you remember? Well, no, you were working, but there was one time.
he didn't dress like he was just a normal guy in like a t-shirt, but they called him the Jacksonville Ninja because he was just always doing like weird karate in the middle of the street and holding up traffic.
That's so strange. Oh. I remember getting an alert that there was some like crazy guy on the loose, and the alert said it was like from the county or something, like to lock all your doors and windows because he escaped from somewhere. I remember
that in
he was like,
Jacksonville?
yeah, it may be in your area. We
Oh.
got this weird alert,
I
and the
might
kids wanted
remember.
to go play outside. I was
I've
like,
never gotten
there's a madman outside.
more terrifying alerts than we did living out there.
Yes.
Tornado in your area. Take shelter now.
Yeah.
What?
And it escalates.
Take shelter where?
Yeah. It's like, remember the hurricane we got away from?
Oh, yeah.
If you stay, you may die. That's what it said in our text message. It's insane. Yeah. But I guess they got to do that to like make people understand, like, hey, you're going to be in danger if you stay. Because we always see it, people who end up staying and then they're the ones being rescued with they're on the roof.
To be honest, I would love to be taken up in a helicopter.
What?
From our roof.
No. Who wants to have that drama?
On national TV.
You want the show.
Yeah. I just throw my arms out like, what?
You're so silly. Yeah, and I would have already been far away in the hotel just watching you on the news, shaking my head like, oh, I got out of there days ago.
Mm-hmm. I know. And it'd be me holding Penny.
Penny, yeah. Being airlifted out. You're so silly. Oh.
It would have been the artwork for our podcast.
I like that image.
Always interrupted.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We ever talked about our oh man. Those tests. Were we supposed to get into those?
I just said at the beginning I would post it on the website.
Oh, we're not going to talk about it?
Yeah, it's
okay.
it's too long.
Because I don't know what to talk about it.
What? No, don't worry about it.
About those. Yeah, I don't remember what wine was.
Yeah, I forgot. You got to email me. I never got your email.
Okay.
You gotta send it. So I was speaking of like the school reunions and everything. I was writing a story and I started thinking about my time in just in school, and I answer a few questions on Quora too, and some of the things on there are so funny, but it just got me thinking about school, and I had posted this a while ago, but I didn't know if you had any like weird school memories or some of your best memories from school, because I have some like strange ones.
Well, let me hear yours, and
okay,
I'll see if mine.
Tell me if we talked about this before, but like, the elementary school I went to in Chicago, we couldn't talk at lunch. Like, we all had to stay silent.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, but it's so hard to explain. But when we were going to lunch, we had to walk in this single file line. It was like the gymnasium.
Well, yeah, we did that. I think everybody had a single file.
But it was like we had to walk like the length of the gymnasium on a black line.
I think the term single file was created for elementary schools.
Well, yeah, but we were walking, and we had to stay quiet while in this line as we waited to go into the cafeteria.
Did you have a signal that meant quiet in your school?
No, it was like, well, we were just told you have to be quiet.
Oh, like Helen says, this means quiet.
Oh, we couldn't do it symbols because there were gangs in Chicago.
You grew up hard.
Yes.
Our quiet symbol, we had a cop that came and he just like did a flicking of a lighter. And that meant shh.
Wow. Yeah, no, we didn't do that. We just had to.
Oh no, it didn't mean shh.
Quiet.
That's how he said to wave to him without making noise.
Oh boy.
Because for some reason he was he was the dare officer.
Okay.
And he was like a celebrity when it came to like all the kids. What? And so they were like,
when
no,
dare was cool.
Only do this, no noise.
Oh, is that like that's kind of like when people like they snap their fingers now instead of an applause, kind of?
Oh, is that because sound is just a vulgar thing to some people, and they have to change how everybody around them acts instead of changing themselves.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, I remember one of the first meetings I was in at work, and people started
like a poetry thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. Like, they started snapping their fingers in place of applause, and I always thought, I was like, well, why can't we clap our hands?
Where was this?
Just at work, anywhere. You ever had someone say that?
That would make sense, because if there's like a 200 people on a phone call,
I guess.
and one team is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I get like when you snap
Because that
your
used to happen when I was on the phone, and people would be like, "What are you? Is this? Is this even? Did I even really call where I'm calling? Is this? Who are you?" Like it would take away.
Is there a party in the background?
Yeah, we are partying. Actually, there's cake.
Yeah.
You couldn't say that though.
Yeah, it's like,
You'd be like, oh no,
you
click.
can't celebrate Barbara's birthday.
Yeah,
You know?
that used to happen to me. So I get snapping there.
Yeah, and it's just not the same. I don't like when someone applauds you. I don't know. You like feel that energy. I don't feel that energy through like snapping of your fingers. That like if you just snap your fingers, it's just like, oh, okay, I see you. Be gone. You know, that's how I feel.
Hurry up, hurry up,
Yeah,
hurry up.
exactly. Okay, come on. I do that sometimes, like with the kids. Like if I'm getting annoyed, come on. You know, I don't want to. Don't snap or your fingers after a presentation. Give me the applause.
I agree.
I don't know this.
I get it.
But anyway, I was just talking about my memory from school.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I remember like we had to walk this black line, and it would lead from the gymnasium into the cafeteria.
A black line.
Yes, it was a black line painted across the gymnasium. We had this big gym room. It had the wood, the floor, so you could play basketball on it and stuff. But yeah, we had to walk on this black line, and there was this guy sitting in the kind of like in the like near the bleachers, but he was like the watcher, the overseer. So he would watch all of the kids walk the black line, and he was there just to make sure we stayed quiet. And if anyone made a sound or he caught them like talking or anything, he'd point at you and you would have to get out of the line.
He wouldn't say anything. He would just point.
Well, no, he'd like yell. He was, oh God, he looked like Jabba the Hutt.
I was picturing a silent, only hearing footsteps and then just like some evil guy up on some pedestal.
Yeah, it was like he was literally like an overlord, like watching us, and he would yell at you from across the way, hey, and he'd tell you to get out, and you would have to stand against like the gym wall. You would have to get out of line and stand against this wall. And when he told you to get back in line, I guess after your punishment was done, then you had to get all the way to the back of the line to get into the cafeteria, go through the line again, to get your food. And one time I got pulled out, and I was in first grade, and I was so scared. I don't even remember what I did. I think I started laughing.
First grade?
Yeah. I was in first grade, and then I saw him. I was almost in the cafeteria too. I was on the black line. I was being quiet. I laughed, and he was like, you get out. And I was like, ooh. I just started crying, and I just laid my head on the wall. And my cousin Mike, he went to the same school as me. He was walking the black line too, and he saw me against the wall, and he whispered. He was like, hey, psst, come here. And I heard him, and I ran back in line, and he let me get in front of him, and I made it. And I was just so, I don't know. It's just so weird how that happened. Like, why were we walking on this line? Like, why couldn't we talk like normal kids? And like the whole time in the cafeteria when we were eating, no talking. And the teachers would just walk up and down the aisles and just watch you and make sure you weren't talking. God. So one time when I was in 5th grade, I brought Uno because I thought that was a game we could play in silence, And so I brought that with me and my girlfriends, and
But you have to say Uno.
No, what we did instead of talking is we held up our card and just like flapped it really loud. So that way we weren't talking, but we just shook our card. And we were like, that was Uno, that one card.
What if somebody forgot and then the other person wanted to say Uno so that you had to
Oh well, I don't remember.
Oh, you
But
guys
we
didn't
made
play
the
right.
teachers mad because we were engaging with each other, but we weren't like actually making sound, so they couldn't like stop us. So I like that. And then eventually, like my last year there, we started talking in the cafeteria. We were able to talk. It was really.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to talk during lunch?
I don't know. I never understood why we weren't able to do that. It was a rule. It was like you look at prison movies and it's like we were in prison almost. Walk this line. Don't talk. Look straight ahead.
Oh, but you said you went to a school that was
Yeah, it was in a
gangs.
Yeah, it was in a bad area. So maybe that was it.
was
Like they
to
wanted
keep
to just
drug deals
keep
to a
us in
minimum.
line. I didn't see any of that. I don't know. Maybe it was just to like
Maybe it wasn't even really
a
there.
discipline
Who
thing.
was the guy? Who was the guy that pointed?
I don't know. All I remember is he looked like Jabba the Hutt because I had just seen Star Wars
So
for the
he
first
was
time.
Green.
No, he wasn't green, but I don't know how to say it without possibly being
Was he white?
offensive. No, he wasn't.
Oh, I
He-
see. I was imagining.
the
I was
guy?
imagining he was an oppressor.
You remember the guy in Friday who drove the ice cream truck? The one with the curly hair, Big Worm. He got Smokey accidentally called him Big Perm. Oh,
Big Worm. I thought he had the.
He had like the rollers in his hair.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah,
asking
yeah,
Smokey,
yeah,
"Where's
yeah,
my
yeah.
money?"
Yeah. He was in an ice cream truck.
Remember, he was the ice cream man at first, and
Oh yeah.
when
Oh
he-
yeah.
yeah.
Who was I getting mixed up with? What was his name? Wolf.
Who's that?
I don't
They
know.
were in Friday. A man named Wolf.
Oh, maybe not.
Are you talking about Wolf Blitzer?
No,
Wolf Blitzer
it
on
was-
Friday.
Who's the guy that Smokey got that Sherm from and went crazy? He was in a red car. It was a Mexican crew, I think.
I don't remember his name. Yeah, the Hispanic guy.
Why do I think it was Wolf?
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
But I don't know. The guy that
haven't
was
seen that
sitting in
movie
the
in a long
school, he reminded me of Big Worm, but just a bigger worm.
A bigger worm.
Yeah. Because like Jabba the Hutt kind of looked like a worm, like a bit like a slug, right?
He was, right?
Yeah, it was like a slug. Anyway, that's what he looked like, and that was just a bad memory from school.
I didn't have that kind of schooling.
Well, that was just in Chicago. It was different when we moved to Arizona. Like, there were no uniforms. I could talk. I was like free.
You had uniforms too?
In Chicago, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All my
I
life.
remember when we moved to North Carolina and the kids had to wear
Yeah,
uniforms. That was-
briefly. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, because I didn't know that until it was right before school, and then
Yeah.
all of the uniforms in
Right.
every store
Yeah.
were gone.
All the white shirts.
All the
gone.
colors that they needed, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay, so what are you going to wear now? What are you going to wear? All the navy blue is gone.
Yeah, and the white.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like the worst shirt choice for a kid to wear is white. To have that in your
Yeah,
uniform.
and just khaki
Yeah.
skirt and
Ugh.
pants.
You look like, I don't know, it just reminds me of wallpaper. White shirt, khaki pants. You just stiff.
I do. I kind of wish that when I went to school, though, that it was like that.
A uniform?
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
because then nobody could make fun of what anybody wore.
Yeah, I guess in that case, I remember there was this kid who wore FUBU, and I watched him get made fun of, and I felt really bad for him. It was a white kid wearing FUBU, and that's why he.
Oh, he
was
deserved it.
made- But I felt bad. Like I bet he woke up that day and felt so good putting on his FUBU.
Let me tell you,
And
I wore FUBU pants in high school.
what did they look like?
I had one pair of FUBU pants. They were just jeans. I like their color.
Yeah.
But it didn't say FUBU in big letters anywhere or
Okay.
anything like that. It was just dark
So you
jeans.
were FUBU in disguise.
Yeah.
Okay. FUBU in disguise.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So if I for you by you. Also, thank you.
Yeah, that was
These
like
fit well.
that was like a huge thing back then. Like people got really mad if you weren't black and you were wearing FUBU.
Most of my jeans were Polo Ralph Lauren.
Remember like Jenko jeans?
Yeah.
What were those one pants that had like the long, they like track pants, the buttons on the side? Like,
Oh, yeah.
You
They
know?
were like Adidas.
yeah, but like people who like didn't even run track like wore those, like me.
Yeah,
like
just
I
the
wore them.
buttons
Yeah. And then
all
what
the way up.
did you ever like think like,
I never had those. I always wanted them, though, because I wanted to rip them off.
yeah, but I was like, one day I was like, well, why do I want to wear pants that can easily be ripped off? Like I
Right.
thought about that.
Yeah, like you
Why
could
do I
just,
have
they
all
just
these
get
buttons?
snagged.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a human. I get snagged on everything
Right.
nowadays.
And then you're naked. Like your pants, like everyone sees your underwear. It's like, what's the point of this?
I wouldn't have minded that in high school. I always wore pretty pristine underwear.
I don't remember what I wore.
They were very
Well, I guess I was just wearing underwear. I meant the type of
I don't wear underwear anymore. I got rid of that.
If we ever record or videotape this podcast, I don't know why I was thinking of Ouija. And would you ever play that if you got the chance? I'm so scared to, but
You said we weren't
I
allowed to have one in
know.
the house.
But then I was thinking, I was like, what would happen if we did? Has anyone had anything serious happen to them after playing Ouija, the board?
Ouija the board?
Like,
Didn't we just watch The Devil Made Me Do It?
oh yeah.
I mean, that had nothing to do with Ouija.
Well,
But it was a true story.
oh yeah, The Conjuring. Yeah, that audio. See, okay, I think we talked about this before, but that audio, that one scene in the movie where the guy like first goes crazy and then the audio at the end of the real, what was it, an exorcism they played? That was scary. Because it's
Did
like
film from it too.
yeah. That's how does that happen to a person? Like that must be it. Don't you have to have like a really, really like, what is it? I don't want to say weak, but just something with your mind where like those things can attack you easily. You know, like the spirits that latch on to the weaker people who can't like really fight that off. Do you know what I mean? I think I've heard of something like that.
I'm not
before.
sure. I always
energy.
felt that if you believe it, then they will be there. So
yeah.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
Even
But you
though
know
I guess
they're here.
technically that means I do believe.
Yeah.
But I deny.
But they're here.
No.
I've seen
Not
it
here. Not here.
in this house.
Not in this black room.
Just, I mean, like yeah. We've had some scary things happen,
Yeah.
especially in
It was a
North
dream.
Carolina. That wasn't a dream.
That
one night, I like
but
got
here,
that
though,
bad
like Arizona,
feeling.
it's like Indian burial grounds everywhere that we
yeah.
live.
We haven't seen.
But out there in
anything
North
this
Carolina,
house.
I didn't realize how. Is that? Am I not supposed to say Indian anymore? Oops.
Mm.
I'm
Like
sorry.
Native
I was
American.
born in '85.
Times have changed.
I know. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I
You're
didn't
talking
realize how many Native American. Wow.
Never You sound like Joe Biden when he like gives
Like you know,
out,
you know the thing.
oh, never mind. I'm out of time. This is what he always says.
120 days, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, you gotta whisper into the mic. Oh gosh. Well, I think that's
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on for another hour, but
No, it's okay.
that's too much editing for me. in
Kids
one
are
night.
getting antsy.
Anyway. All right. Well, thanks for making it this far in the episode. Again, don't forget to follow us, share our podcast, comment,
Like and subscribe.
review it. All of that
Yeah.
stuff helps.
All the good stuff.
If you want to, don't what's it called?
We're not good at talking about.
Give us your money. If
We just close it out.
If you like what we're doing and you want us to only get better,
Support
give us some support.
alwaysinterrupted.com, ghosthumanbones.com, or just kirstencurcio.com. It'll all be in the on the website, in the description, and everything like that. So until next time, this is
Nick
Kirsten and Kirsten.
and Nick. We're always interrupted.